This morning at 7 a.m. Eastern, the moon is half light and half shadow. I'm not sure if you can actually see it where you are, but astrologists called this moment the crisis of action. Psychologists called it the threshold of commitment. A professor at Penn calls it the moment grit shows up. The sky is asking the same question we've been asking all week. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Backed Soul Supported Saturday morning. We're in week 3, Choose a Better Alternative. And today the sky is doing the practice with us once again. A week ago, the new moon was the cosmic question for pause, listen, set the seed. Today, exactly 1 week later, the moon has reached its first quarter. It's the exact half illuminated. Astronomically, the moon and the sun are at 90-degree angle from the earth. Here's Earth, moon, sun. And astrologically, the first quarter is what many traditions call the crisis of action. The moment the seed planted at the new moon hits the first resistance of growing. It's not crisis as in disaster. It is in crisis as in decision point. You got to make a decision. There's no going back. The seed has cracked the soil, and now it has to commit to becoming a plant. And this is where question 7 lives. What is the best alternative? It's the question of decision under tension. It's not the question of an easy yes. It's the question of the hard threshold. The moon is half light and half shadow today because that's what every real decision looks like. You can see part of the way forward, but the other part, not so much, still dark. Here's the science I love for this moment. Dr. Angela Duckworth, professor of psychology at the University of Pennsylvania, has spent over 15 years researching what she calls grit. Her 2013 TED Talk has been reviewed over 30 million times, and her 2016 book, Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, defined grit as the combination of two things: sustained passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. Her research with West Point cadets, National Spelling Bee finalists, public school teachers, and corporate workers consistently showed the same finding. Talent does not predict success. IQ does not predict success. What predicts success is grit, the willingness to keep going past the first threshold of friction. Duckworth's most important insight, I think, is this: grit shows up exactly at the moment most people quit. 2 weeks into a new practice, the first time it gets hard. The moment the new moon enthusiasm wears off and the real work begins. That's the first quarter moon. That's question 7 on the lunar calendar. In the Moon-Nike tradition I've trained in, the first quarter is the threshold moon, the moment of crossing. The dark's behind us and the full light's ahead. We're exactly half. And we're being asked, are you in or are you out? And the honest answer can be either one. There's no shame in choosing out. There's no glory in choosing in. There is only the choice and the willingness to live with that choice. What I've noticed in 12 years of practice, both my own and others walking through this, is that the first quarter is where most new moon intentions go to die. People plant the seed, feel the surge of enthusiasm, and then by the first quarter mark, the friction hits and they back away. The seed never grows. The 7 mindful questions are designed for this exact moment. Question 7, best alternative, does not let you collapse the choice into stick it out or quit. It opens a 3rd door and a 4th door and a 5th door. It's the questioning of choosing forward without rigidity. So today, before the moon climbs much higher in the sky, take 10 minutes with the intention you set on May 16th under the new moon the seed you planted 7 days ago, and ask the moon the seventh question now. What's the best alternative? Not should I keep going? That collapses to binary. What is the best alternative path to the same essential aim? And let the answer reveal itself. Today's challenge: between sunrise and noon, write down the new moon intention you set last Saturday, and underneath it, write 3 alternative paths to the same essence, and then pick the one that your body says yes. So you'll need to go inside, ask that question, have the alternative, and then notice how you feel to each of them and pick the one that lights you up. That's grit dressed as wisdom. Tomorrow we close week 3 with the breadth of all 7 questions, the perfect on-ramp to the Power of 7 workshop starting June 10, where the whole framework gets walked together in community. The workshop link is in the description. If today's video found you under the first quarter for a reason, hit the like, drop a comment, and maybe even one alternative path you're seeing now. And of course, share this with someone whose intention is sort of wobbling. And hit the subscribe button. That's so important. And I thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow.